basically. So a lot of this kind of like bluegrass comes all from blues, from my love for blues basically. So this is going to be a more, slightly more advanced kind of finger style, but I believe everyone can do it. By the way, if you guys need tips on practicing, for me, the best way to practice is get out your laptops, get out any Netflix show, have your guitars ready, and just, or anything that you are practicing basically, watch a show and just have your guitar beside you, on you, playing your guitar while you're watching the show. Subconsciously, after an episode of any show that you're watching, maybe it's 45 minutes, you'll be practicing for 45 minutes. That's, to me, is the best way to practice. Because then, when you're, exactly, the guy behind is like, yeah. It's because I know it's a very big struggle sometimes. As we're working adults, right? I learned all this as a kid before I started working. But as working adult, sometimes you get home from work, you're too tired to practice guitar. You don't really have a lot of time to practice guitar. So these moments are ways that you can sort of hack it and play. And then subconsciously, right? The more you do it, one day you're gonna wake up maybe a week later and be like, whoa, this is suddenly very, very easy. And the great thing about it, it also practices subconscious playing. You know, example, if I go, I want to be able to like talk to somebody when I do that. It's very important to me because if I'm starting a song like this, and I'm talking to like maybe a singer that's playing live, and she's telling me, okay, the next song is this. Okay, what key is it in? Okay, how do you want me to play it? Okay, what kind of singing style should I do it in? So it's very important to learn these kind of things and have it subconscious where, to the point where you can talk to somebody. But that all comes from watching something and just mindlessly doing something, you know? Eventually you're gonna realize like, oh, okay, it's much easier to play whatever I'm practicing, you know? Right. So, with that said, something that is also good to practice is something we call an alternating thumb movement. So, what I was doing just now, the bluegrass thing, so I'm playing an E chord. So you can play an E chord. Yes, that's a very good E chord. Right there, yes, exactly. Okay, so something that we can practice right away, right, is just alternating the low E string and the D string and going. This is very, very important for bluegrass or certain songs that we learn as well, which I will get to in a bit. So what I was doing just now as well, it's basically the little things that make us special guitar players, right? So what I was doing over there, I was also doing a bit of palm muting. If I didn't mute, it would sound like this. But if I muted, suddenly it becomes a lot more percussive, right? And that's what also a lot of styles of finger styles about. It's about that percussive nature. Yes. Enjoying it. So this is very important to learn as well. You can do it for basically any single chord that you want. If I were to play a G, but that all comes from just alternating the bass, you know, with this. So this is something that you can practice even while watching like Netflix or favorite episode, even while you're talking to your mom. You know, while you're like, okay, no, it's okay, I don't really want dinner right now. Oh, you bought KFC. Oh, okay, I'll be on in 5 minutes. Just give me just 5 minutes. Just do this for a while. Yeah. So these are things that you can practice as well. And if that is too hard right away, something you can start right away is maybe don't alternate. Y'all can maybe do it just one string and just go. Right now it doesn't sound like music, but there are certain songs that highlight just that, you know, this movement. Right away, a song that highlights is a song that goes. See, the last thing that was the same as now and forever and love me. Yeah. So all these basically is just you want to practice to the point where the thumb and your other fingers are sort of independent from each other. Yeah. So it's like if you practice to the point where you can do this, then add the fingers. Yes, so that is also a picking pattern that it's really, really worth practicing because even with two fingers, right, which other techniques also kind of use two fingers that I'll get to in a bit, it already sounds like you're using more fingers. So if I just play a C chord and I alternate the bass, it'll sound like this. That's only two fingers. If I were to isolate the bass, it sounds like this. And that all comes from just right away. So that's also something you can practice. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, let's get to some more important finger style. So there comes a point in every